date. Okay, because again, Ivory is feeling things for her best friend that she's never felt before, that she's never felt for a man ever. Hi guys, hello. Welcome to my channel. My name is Briyanna Michelle. I'm a Black romance indie author, and today we are going to be going into the unknown. Okay, let me stop playing. We're actually going into my work in progress. Today's January 19th, and while TikTok has been banned, the writing doesn't stop. Okay, the writing does not stop. The writing has not stopped, and the writing cannot stop. So I want to show you guys. I want to give you guys the behind the scenes of my writing process, my writing process, my works in progress, and basically this is a writing day in the life. Today is Sunday. I don't usually write on Sundays, but I didn't get a chance to get any writing done yesterday. So I want to get some writing done because I am at the end, pretty much the end of my manuscript. Okay, I lied. I'm at like 70% of I'm working on 2 books at once. Okay, here are the covers. 24 hours, Maybe I Need You. Both of these books are coming out. 24 hours is coming out first. That one is coming out in February, and then Maybe I Love You is coming out in March. So we are actually working on Maybe I Need You today because I split. This is my first time working on 2 books at once, and I split my writing days in half. So Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday is 24 hours, and then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday is Maybe I Love You. So I'm going to give you guys, I want to show you my setup, show you what I used to write on, and a couple of different resources to write on if you need some, and my character mood board, and just, all of the things and all of the things that I've been incorporating into my writing. So I am actually going to take you guys behind my my computer screen so you can see what's going on. So one momento. Okay, so first I'm going to show you guys my writing tools. So the first writing tool, this website is called Notion. All right, this is called Notion, and I actually just got a new planner for my Notion. So this is called the Ultimate Writing Template. And I'm going to give you guys just like a light run through of this template and how I've been using it. So I just got it off of Etsy. I'm probably going to change it up here and make it like, I don't know, Bree's Writing, Breetopia. That is the name of my writing row. So right here is my document, Maybe I Love You. Here's a quote. He said I had to be one twisted MFer, not going to curse, to myself for years of hoping that her body chemistry would change to see me, to want me, and to crave me. So I actually have some spelling errors that we need to fix over here because, girl, embarrassing. But you get the gist. So I get to change this. So I have this quote here to kind of motivate me, to let me know like, okay, girl, you are working on this book and let's go ahead and get it done. So coming down here, here's a spot for outline. I have not filled in all of these things, but over here are the different acts. So this is act 1 through 3. And over here, so act 1 is the protagonist's ordinary life disturbed, and the theme is introduced. So it's really cool. It's a really, really amazing writing software to use, because if you don't know how to necessarily break your book up into different acts, it'll show you over here. And then over here is helping you break down each act. So act 1 is the setup. So it lets you know, okay, the first scene is a visual of the protagonist's ordinary life, introduces their personalities, hobbies, attachments, beliefs, and their desires on the surface level. So you can go in and change this and make it for your story. So you can open this, and down here you can add like a picture if you want, or a cover in the back, and then you can add like what your opening setup would be. So this outline, you would use this when you are like first outlining your book. For me, I've already been working on this book for months, so I'm gonna really like go in and use this planner once I'm working on a brand new story. But just for the sake of the video, I put one here. So I said Donovan and Ivory's wedding. I opened it here, and it lets me know, okay, this is how the book opens up, because it does. And then it allows you to put characters here, and we'll get over there in just a second. And it allows you to let you know like how long you were working on this session, how many hours you spent working on it, what chapter, scenes, point of views. It's like really, really cool. So we're going to get to all of that. Okay, so then it breaks down the different acts. This is Act 1, Act 2, Act 3, Act 4. And then I just duplicated this so that I can keep it for each book. So I'm actually going to minimize this right here, because I don't necessarily need both of those open like that. So that's there. Down here, this is the plotting workspace. So this is a interactive workspace for you to outline your scenes and chapters. And then it allows you to keep it all organized down here. You get to write the POVs. You can write what the scene summary is. Like, so this is really, really cool. I actually just got this 2 days ago. I kind of wish I had this before, but I believe that where I was in my author journey, I wasn't necessarily at a space where I was outlining my books as intensive as this. But moving forward, we will. So I'm going to give you guys just another quick little run through of this planner, because I'm really excited to like hop into it. Okay, so over here, these are characters. This is what came with the template. So of course I had to replace this with my characters, but we're going to use this one for the sake of the video. Cassidy Stonewall is the female main character in my book, 24 Hours. So over here, it allows you to say, okay, is this the protagonist? Which the protagonist is the main character, what book it is, how old they are, their height, how many scenes the character is in. And then down here, this is a character profile. So it says your personality, quirks, appearances, relationships. And then it tells you, it gives you examples on how to fill in all of this information for your characters, so you can really get to know who your characters are. And then down here is interview questions. I want to start interviewing my characters so I can really get to know them inside and out. But again, I'm going to really be more intentional about using this when I get started on a brand new book. Both of those books that I'm working on, 24 Hours and Maybe I Love You, I've been working on those books for months now. So I pretty much know my characters inside and out, but we will continue to, I'll bring you guys along when I'm actually using this. But I just wanted to show you, and of course I'm going to leave a link of it in the description box so you can see. Okay, so there's that. These are the different things. And then it has a little task deadlines. So you can say, okay, what do you need to do? Do you need to work on chapter 1, chapter 3? And then you can put a link to your playlist. Each book of mine has a playlist that it comes with. So when I'm getting started on working on a new book, I will put their playlist over here on the side. And then it has a weekly planner for you to kind of just keep track of your writing goals and what you need to do. Like, so it's pretty intensive. But I think for me, I'm pretty type A. So this is actually really perfect for me. Okay. So I actually really am excited to use that planner. I got it off of Etsy. It was $20. And I absolutely know that it is worth every penny that I spent every penny that I spent on there. So, okay, on to the next thing. So this is how I'm going to stay organized with my books later on in life. I don't know, maybe by next month, or maybe when I'm not actively working on a story, I'm going to organize all of my characters. I have 5 books right now, 5 fiction books right now, and I'm working on fiction books 6 and 7. So I have a lot of characters. I'm big on found family in my books, and it's funny because I actually got a bad review. It was like, it was too many characters, blah blah blah. I got my characters are big. I'm big on found family, so my characters are always want to have a community of people around them, whether it's 2 people or 5 people. It don't matter to me. They finna have a community surrounding them. So for me, I really I want to get organized with all of my characters, and I want to get organized with just the entirety of my Breedtopia. Okay, that's my universe. So the next thing that we're going to talk about today is the tools that I use to write on. Now, I write on Microsoft Word. I pay about $8 for Microsoft Word every month, and I really enjoy it. But I am highly thinking about switching over to Scrivener. Scrivener is it's kind of like Microsoft. It's a writing software, so you can write in Scrivener and you can organize all of your stuff how that planner is. But I don't use Scrivener yet, so I'm not really the spokesperson for all things Scrivener. But Scrivener is an option. Dabble is also another option, another form that you can write on. I mean, another a writing software that you can write on. What is the other one? Readsy. You can also write and format your books on there. I use Vellum to format my books. You can also write your books and format your books on Vellum. So some of these are free. Scrivener, you have to pay for them. I believe Dabble might be. No, Dabble's not free. I believe Dabble has a free version, and I know Readsy has a free version. Vellum you have to pay for, and I'll give you guys like a walkthrough of Vellum because that is what I use to format all of my books. And so Scrivener is a one-time payment. Vellum is a one-time payment. Microsoft is every month. What else? Readsy, you can use the free platform. They have a website. And Dabble, I believe you can go on their website and use the free version also. Okay, next I'm going to show you guys my Vellum. Now, I am a huge advocate for Vellum. Okay, so it allows you to, it has like a little, the iPad or like an e-reader feature. And then it allows you to switch in between different ones. So if you have a Fire tablet or if you have an iPad, they give you an iPad. It'll show you how your book will look on the phone. So this is how your books will look once it's formatted. It shows you a Nook, and then it also shows you the printed version, which I absolutely love because these are important things that we need to know, right? We need to know how the books are going to look and on all softwares to make sure that they are right. So over here, you can put your information on the side. You can put like content table, all of that. It allows you to do a text message thread. Let me see. So here's the text bubble. They actually updated it to where you can put like a color. So I just put the blue and the gray because for me that's easier, which I absolutely love this feature. It allows you to put pictures in your books. The pictures can be, black, white, whatever color you want them to be. So it is just amazing because it is so difficult trying to format your books and you have no idea what you're doing. And it really does everything for you. You just have to make sure everything is lined up the way it needs to be. It allows you to do like a note. So technically this is insert as a note, my signature or my name at the bottom. And then it comes up as like a signature, which I thought was really cool. Down here, it allows you to plug in your social media so you can put all the information in, and then it makes it clickable so people can go and find you, find your social media at the end. And then this is a picture that I put in. And it's just all of my, it's just like a QR code to find the rest of my catalog. Okay, so that is Vellum. And now Vellum and Microsoft Word are the two main writing softwares that I use. I love Microsoft Word because it allows me to take my book on the go. All of my books are on Microsoft Word, old and new. And of course, Microsoft Word allows you to sync your book through all of your different devices. So I can switch from my phone to my iPad to my laptop with no problem. The only thing about Microsoft Word is I have heard that a couple of authors had some horror stories about Microsoft Word deleting their books. So I would say if you're going to write your books on Microsoft Word this year, you absolutely need to back them up. I've deleted my books before. I was clearing off my laptop. Clearing off my laptop, my home screen, and I deleted my books. So please, please don't be like me. Be better than me. Be better than me, and make sure that you don't accidentally delete your books, because if you delete them and your computer doesn't have any like recovery option. I think I deleted them, but I deleted them and I didn't know that I deleted them. So that was the problem. So my like 30 days of recovery, it was too late. I didn't realize. And it was bad. It was bad, but it's fine. Let me show you something else something cool that can be done in Vellum, because I did it in actually this book. So this is Finding My Way Out of Darkness. This is the special edition of Finding My Way Out of Darkness. This is my debut novel. So let me show you guys. I put a picture. So it allows you can do a header picture. This is Michaela and Brian, and it allows you to do that. You can do a full page, but I just did like the header at the top because I didn't want the full page. But I absolutely love this. I could have gotten it in color, but in me getting it in color would have been out of my budget. It was out of my budget. And then for the page break, it allows you to put a picture in there that's a cute little heart. Because we love. So I absolutely adore Vellum. I was literally just talking to my author bestie Blossom, telling her that she needs to get with Vellum too, because authors sometimes an author will pay a lot of money to get their books formatted, because it's a headache trying to format your books on Microsoft Word. I believe Reedsy allows you to format your books, but I don't think it's as seamless as Vellum is. Now, Vellum is only for Apple users. So if you do not have Apple, you cannot use Vellum. But I think it's Atticus. Atticus is another one that I've heard authors using who don't have Apple. So if you are looking for a backup and you're like, I need something, I don't have an Apple product, what am I going to do? You can use Atticus. I'm not familiar with Atticus, but I know Atticus is another resource, Okay, so let's go on to the next thing. Okay, so let's go over, I want to show you guys my mood board for my characters. Now, disclaimer, I am not like a super huge, I'm not a super huge mood board person when it comes to my characters. I tend to, or at least as of right now, I tend to slowly but surely allow the characters to tell me who they are. And I'm like a planter. So a planner is someone who will outline every chapter of their book from start to finish, and they don't write until they have everything outlined, or at least to my understanding, that's what that means. A pantser is someone who's just like, we're just going to go with the flow. We're not going to really outline. We're going to do what we do. And then the planter is someone that's right in the middle. So I'm right in the middle. I like to outline as much as I can, and then I just start winging the rest of the way, because I'm like, okay, listen, I'm all outlined out. I'm all outlined out. I don't have nothing else to add. It is what it is. We're going to keep it pushing. So I think that, for you as an author and as a writer, you have to find your rhythm and flow. Things also change. So now I'm becoming a little more organized. My brain is allowing me to outline more. And even if I am outlining and I feel like, okay, I have nothing else to outline, I just need to write, I will write. And then I will go back and add to my outline, because I didn't used to write in like act one, act two, act three. I would just write a whole bunch of plot points down, try to start writing the story, and then I would go back, organize those plot points, take whatever ones I didn't want to, talk about or didn't want to use out of the outline, tighten up my character list, and then I would get it, and then I would actually start writing some more. So there is no perfect way to write. There's no perfect way to be an author. There's no perfect way to plan for a book. You just have to figure out what works for you and to go with it, right? Because that right there is the most important part. So let's actually get into my book. So I'm actually going to show you guys a little bit of my outline for Maybe I Love You, because that outline is actually that's the book between Maybe I Love You and 24 Hours. That is the book that actually has like a pretty solid outline. So we're going to go with that one instead. So I'm going to bring you guys back over to my laptop and I'm going to show y'all what's going on. You know what? I'm actually going to just put it on the screen and I'm going to show you guys how it's going. So again, this is Microsoft Word. This is how I like to use it. So first, my outline. This is my character list. I like to, give you guys a little bit about my characters, not too much. So Donovan, he is a professional golfer. He has been on the PGA tour member. He played through college. So for me, I like to get to know my characters as much as I can, and also do the research to make sure that I'm writing accurate stuff. Because I've never played golf before. Never played golf a day in my life. The only thing I know about golf is Tiger Woods. So I had to make sure that my stuff actually made sense. And so I had to do research about golf. So the PGA Tour is a tour around the world that golfers will compete in, but it's like a very prestigious tour. It really depends on how much credibility you have, how many awards you have won as a golfer. It's really intense. So that is that. This was me just trying to figure out how I wanted to do this book. I knew that I wanted it to be that I wanted Ivory to somewhat break up with her. I wanted the relationship that she was in to be over by the time, like, when the story picked up, because Donovan is introduced in Ivory, but not by name, is introduced in Maybe I Need You. That is the first book in the Undeniably in Love series. Maybe I Need You. Here we go. So Donovan is mentioned in this book in chapter 1, and he is the oldest brother. So their triplets is Donovan, Grayson, and Braylon, and Donovan is the oldest. So he's the one who's, he's around. He's giving advice to his younger brother, Grayson. And Grayson lets us know in Maybe I Need You, Jesus, that Donovan had been in love with or had like a crush on his best friend when they were in high school, but he found out that his best friend was more into girls. So she didn't like men. But I wanted to like kind of touch up on that a little bit. And I was looking for a love interest for Donovan. And Donovan was like, duh, pick Ivory. And I'm like, but Ivory doesn't like men. He's like, but she likes me. So that's how we started off this book. I wanted it to start off in a different way. So this is my first time writing a LGBTQ plus community character, okay, a diverse character. And when the conversation comes up to add diversity into your writing, it's not always about skin color, but if you are not a Black person or a person of color, it is if you're not, it's about skin color. But if you are Black or POC, it's not always about skin color. It's about their characteristics, their insides. Like, give us more than just the regular everyday character. Like, switch it up. Add some, mental issues. Add some disorders. Add some, add just like some different character traits. To give us some diversity. Give us some inclusiveness when it comes to different characters. Okay, so we're going to go down. Okay, so this is I have an official outline. So I have some of these are crossed off because I wanted it to, I try to make sure that I'm actually hitting the mark when it comes to my outline. So I keep myself organized by making sure that I highlight what needs to be highlighted on my, in my outline. Okay, so I have Act 1, Act 2, Act 3. The theme in this, and I'm giving you guys actually the scoop. So I'm giving you guys some of the scoop of the story. I'm not spoiling it, but I'm giving you some of the scoop. Okay, so the theme in this story is fake dating, sports romance, strangers to lovers. They have a fake dating rules. Okay, now this more so is not fake dating rules. This is more so a bucket list, right? They have a bucket list, the friends to lovers bucket list. So I'm keeping organized to make sure. Okay, so one of the things on the bucket list is to go on a romantic date. Okay, because again, Ivory is feeling things for her best friend that she's never felt before, that she's never felt for a man ever, and she's like, I don't know, I want to see if this lust, because right now it's lust for her that I'm feeling for him. I want to see how far it goes. She's very curious, so she's a curious cat trying to see how far it goes. Now Donovan, who has always had feelings for his best friend Ivy, is like, hey, you're not just going to use me sexually without me getting anything out of it. So he's like, I want to see where your heart is. I want to see if the feelings that I'm having, if you are feeling the same feelings. Like, yes, we may have some sexual chemistry, but do we have anything that's tangible? Do we have any romance? Do we have any, are you feeling what I'm feeling? Okay. Now he's a lover boy. He loves romance books. That's his life. Okay. He is willing to be down bad he is down bad for Miss Ivory. So I am on what chapter am I on? I'm on I think I'm on chapter 12. I'm on chapter 12. We are 70% into the story. So we are pretty far into the story. So we are out of Act 1 and we are halfway into Act 2. So Act 2 is when everything picks up, when the exploration of their romance really starts to hit the ground running. They're hitting the ground running with that. And so it's I'm not going to say it's a slow burn, but I'm not going to say it's it's not an instant attraction either, because they already have the foundation of friendship. They've been friends since they were in middle school. No, friends since high school. They've been friends since high school. So they have had, I'm going to take you guys through my process. So I'm going to attempt to write long friendship chapter through many. I want to say maybe chapter 13. Let me see. Let me see how far I've gotten, because I think I got into chapter 12, or I could have been, or I could be on chapter 12. I'm actually really excited to get back over there with them and to start writing. All right, so we are going to actually okay, we have 51 pages. Current word count is 22,869 words. And we are actually on chapter 12. We're not on chapter 13, we're on chapter 12. All right, guys, that is the end of our writing sprint. I actually went over my time a little bit, so I actually did probably like 55 minutes instead of 45 minutes because I was in the middle of a scene and it was so cute. It was actually so cute. My mic died, so now I have to say all of that all over again. Oh, it just burned me out. So, okay, so I actually did 55 minutes because I was writing a scene and it was so cute, it was so perfect, not perfect, but it just, the emotion, I could feel the emotion through the scene, which was so good. So, Donovan, he picks her up from the airport and I'm just like, so it's a surprise. He wanted to surprise her and pick her up. And he wanted to know like if her feelings were just as like strong or growing to where his are. And I was saying that like I love writing best friends to lovers because the foundation is already there, right? Like the foundation of our friendship is there, the trust is there, the communication is there, like the love and platonic. The platonic love is already there. Like it's here. Here's the foundation, right? So I really enjoy best friends to lovers. I have 2 best friends to lovers stories, and I feel like with best friends to lovers in novella form, you can really get to the passion, the angst, the feelings, the emotion a little earlier on than you can with a like insta love or with an insta love story or strangers to lovers, because I'm a very passionate writer. Like I love like overly passionate male-main characters. I don't know, I just love to write a man who's just like, oh my god, I need you, you know, like, oh my god, I love that. So it was, the scene was so cute because he was like, oh, I need to see if, I want to know if she can feel it when I'm in the same room as her. Because for him, Donovan, he's like, he doesn't need to see Ivory walk through the door to know that she's in the same room as him. Like, he doesn't need to see that. He knows his body, his heart, his soul is so tethered to hers that he knows that when she's in the room, even if he doesn't see her come through that door, and he's like, okay, I want to see if like if her emotions are catching up with mine, if she's feeling what I'm feeling. And so he wanted to surprise her at the airport. She's over at baggage claim. He had already grabbed her bags for her, and he was like, okay, you know, I'm not going to say anything, I'm just going to see, you know, how long it takes for her to notice me. Like, does she have to look around, or like what's going to go on? It's so, like, she's in there, she's on her phone, she's laughing at something on her phone, and she looks up and she sees him, and the biggest smile that he has seen on her in a while, you know, comes across her face, and she runs up to him, full on cute airport moment, and she jumps in his arms, and I'm just like, that was so good. Like, that was so good. Like, these moments in like the very cutesy romance moments in the romance books that I live for as an author, that I enjoy writing. You know, I know the girlies love spice, and we love that. You know, I enjoy a good spicy book, but for me, it's the emotion. You know, it's the angst, it's the slow burn, it's the love that really like pulls at my heartstrings. You know, it just does. Okay, so let me tell you guys how many words I got written down, because I did not. Almost forgot to tell you. Okay, I wrote... Okay, I wrote 811 words in about like 55 minutes. I kept getting distracted. First of all, 800 is amazing. It's amazing. But I kept getting distracted because TikTok, first of all, TikTok went away. Now TikTok is back. I can't keep up. But TikTok came back while I was recording this vlog. I mean, while I was recording this video. So it kind of, you know, like it kind of tripped me up for real. But anyway, Thank you guys so much for watching this video. And if you do writing sprints, how long are you sprinting for? I used to do 30 minutes, and then I started doing 45 minutes, and I feel like 45 minutes is a good happy place for me, like sitting down, focus for 45 minutes. Phone on do not disturb, music on, and vibes on, okay? Because we need to unlock the author vibes in order to actually like sit down and focus to write these stories. But thank you so much, and see you guys in another video.